Hello. Hi everyone, welcome back. My mouth made a weird noise. So today I have a really fun card in mind, and I have a technique that I'm going to do with stenciling and a bunch of different colors, and I'm going to utilize all three of my favorite colors, which is light pink, light blue, and light yellow, and it's very springy and very fun, and I'm actually going to be giving it to my sister who lives in New York, who I am going to visit this weekend for our spring break, and I'm going to be giving her the card, and I'm actually going to model the card after her cat, who looks like this. And she was actually the inspiration for Alicia's set known as Frisky Felines. As you know, the dog one was inspired by Teddy because there's a little Pomeranian in it, but this one has a kitty that sits and moves very much in the way that Alicia's cat Honey moves. So I'm going to make her a card like that, so if you want to see that, keep on watching. And also, if you want to see the winners of last week's giveaway, keep on watching because the winners will be in the video. Sometimes I just start talking and I don't hit record, so I don't get anything I say. Okay, so here's my setup as of now. I have all my cardstock pre-cut out, and I will include the measurements. Hopefully I can figure it out as I'm editing. And over here I have the stamp set, and we are going to be using this one right here, probably the paw print and the meow. And then we're going to be using this die to cut it out around the image of the cat. Oops. Okay, and then I have some sponge daubers. I know these look really dirty, but they're actually like as clean as I could possibly get them for how much I've used them. This one I've just used with like blacks and like navies and stuff, and this one I've used with lighter colors as of recently, so I'm trying to keep them separate. And then over here I have my thermoweb tape, and over here I have a Gina K stencil. I don't know the name of the stencil, but I will be using this with the sponge daubers to make an effect on this white piece of cardstock. Oh my gosh, there's a hair. Hard to be crafty when you shed. There's a hair in this too. Okay, so I have washi tape on the side so I can hold it in place later. This week's giveaway, I'll be giving a 3-pack of Gina K stencils that includes water droplets, rounded swirls, and rose swirls. And then I have 2 Prismacolor colored pencils. There is black to color in the cat because Alicia's cat is black, and I knew I would have to do that. And then I have this yellow to match the cat's eyes to the yellows over here, just to make it match the card pretty much. So we're going to get started with stamping and coloring the cat. Okay, so here we have the Misty, and I'm just going to stamp the kitty with black onyx ink. I've recently replaced the pad. I don't think there's paper on this. I think this is like just a rubbery one, so hopefully this works. Now, something I noticed, because I did stamp with this a little earlier, there is a little bit of a mess up on this stamp, and I think my mom gave me one of the faulty stamps in the set. Here, I'll show you. Like any thing that you make in life, there's usually a couple that just don't turn out right, and I guess that one that didn't turn out right found its way into the box of supplies for me. So as you can see, there's a little bit right here and a little bit right here, but it's okay. Absolutely not going to put this product to waste. This really doesn't make a difference because I'm going to be coloring it in black, so we'll blend it out, don't worry. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using Gamsol again. I know I've been using Gamsol a lot, but you know, this is all I got. I think I'm going to get Copics soon, but honestly guys, Copics are a little unpredictable for me. I have way more control over a colored pencil. So I'm just going to start out this way. So I'm actually designing this card after Alicia's cat Honey, because she was actually found outside of a barn when she had babies, so we don't know exactly when her birthday is, so I'm just gonna pretend it's her birthday so I can give her this card. I have a very awkward relationship with cats. I've been raised around dogs, and cats just make me awkward. It's weird to have an animal that doesn't need you and knows it. Okay, so I'm going to be using a number 2 sized blending stump to blend out the, get out of here, to blend out the colored pencil and the Gamsol. You can't deny this is a nice coloring method. I know it's typical, but there's only so many things I can do. I saw a couple comments that were like, I like the card you make, but I don't like all the unnecessary stuff. Guys, all of this is unnecessary stuff. You have someone way more qualified, way more talented, and producing new original stuff, and then you have someone who's literally just the younger, half-gened, half-talented version of her, literally trying her best with old techniques that she probably came up with. So, if you want to say that about my videos, that's fine. I agree. Now we're just going to color inside the eyes here with yellow, because Alicia's cat has yellow eyes. Then I'm also going to take some pink and put it on the nose. And now I am going to use this die. Oh, what? Did you just see how perfectly I placed that? Okay, wait a minute. I looked at it in the camera. From this angle, it looked perfect. I thought I just slammed it down perfectly. So I'm going to cut this out with the Big Shot, and then I will be back. Okay, so our little kitty is cut out now, and we're going to now cut out our ovals in our cardstock. And for this, we will be using, oh, I just dropped everything, the oval large die set, and we'll be using the largest die and the medium die and the tag die. We'll be using this later, but for now we'll be using these two. First thing we're going to do is take the blue. We're going to take the smallest die. No, we're going to take the biggest die, place it right in the middle, and it's going to be kind of a close call, but that's okay. And now you have a nice oval that you're going to forget about. And you're going to keep this. As you can see, it's super thin on the sides, but that's okay. And we're going to repeat that die cutting process with this color, but with the smaller die now in the middle. Now, before we do that, to line it up, we're going to seal this down. And now we're just going to place this in the middle. I always have to take my plate and slam it down just to make sure that it stays in place. I don't know what a better technique is, but that's mine. Can't tell. It's just a little uneven. Oh well. You know what? That's what I get for the slam technique. So first thing you're going to do is take your darker dauber on your black ink and just pat that everywhere. And don't be afraid to really thicken it up. Okay. Ooh. Next thing you're going to do is take your dauber, a lighter dauber, and you're going to dab it in the lightest color you have first. This is my Lemon Drop yellow. And I'm just going to pat it on top of this. Now, it should go just over top of the black ink, but make sure you're not smudging it too much. Make sure you're kind of just patting it on top. You don't want to aggressively disturb the ink. And next we're going to use the bubblegum pink. Now finally I'm going to use the Ocean Mist blue. Next thing we are going to do is, this is our final layer of the 3 layers, 3 levels as James Tidd would put it, and we're going to start by putting this one down, and you can use that with Thermoweb tape. My tape is out. We have backup artillery. You're going to take your fresh Thermoweb tape, and just put it down. Now you're going to take this thing and layer it on top of it, and that's what it looks like. And for the middle, we are going to be using this tag die. I'm going to be putting the cat maybe there, And then I'm going to be cutting out this tag in white, and then I'm also going to be cutting it out in black to layer it. So I'll do that right now, and then I'll be back. Just going to get a shot of me using the stick tool in it. Oh, okay, well, next we're going to take the paw print, and I'm going to stamp it with lemon drop in the center. Okay. No, never mind. Finally, we're going to stamp the word meow in black onyx ink, and we're just going to put it across the paw print like so. And finally, we're going to assemble these together. We're just going to be using thermoweb tape to seal down the kitty, and you just want to put her right there. Now we're going to take 3D foam cubes. And all that's left is to put it on the card. I'm going to do this. This is like putting the milk before the cereal in the stamping world. I feel like I'm just breaking the rules. And there it is. Now I know you're probably thinking, what are we going to do with all the paper we used to cut this out? Well, you can layer this. Because we're using a black card, it's definitely hard to write on the inside. You can put this on the inside, and that can be where you write your very short message. So that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this card. I actually really like this card. I'm really excited to give this to my sister. I think she'll like it. She's never really been into the stamping thing, but I think she'll enjoy this card. And hopefully her cat can chew on it if she doesn't. To get this to her, I need to go through security and fly there and get there. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll see you later. I just got the camera back on me, and I got a nice little ink mark, so that's cool. Hello! Rina K! Hey Rina. What's up? Can I give you a card?
Yeah.
That I made.
Is this for the honey?
Yes. I made a card for the cat.
Oh, look at that. It looks just like her. I like all the other colors too.
Thank you. They're very stressful to line up. There's nothing written in it. I hope that's okay.
Let's see what the kitty thinks.
I'll give it treats. Oh, there it is. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy.
Is it real nice with this?
She doesn't care about it at all. Kitty. She's like, this looks bad. She's sitting. Yes. What's itchy? She doesn't care. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Question for this week's video is, what is your favorite technique to do? It can be any technique you've learned throughout your entire artistic career, or one that you've made up and take credit for. If you leave a comment answering that question, you could be in the running for this week's giveaway, which is the 3-pack of the stencils. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.